Hello everyone and welcome to part 4 of The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. This series has been a long journey for all of us and this video will conclude the whole series. So without further ado, let's get started. With the success of William's windmill, he wanted to try making new things that might be helpful to him and his family. The first in line was a device to increase the broadcasting frequency of a radio paired with a microphone that he had found at home. This idea, although it worked, was quickly discarded by William after he was told by Geoffrey that the authorities might take legal action if they interfered with the government's radio frequencies. Similarly, some more ideas like a manual water pump for the well and an attempt to make biogas at home were stopped by William due to similar reasons, like being too hard to operate or not working at all. Another milestone in William's journey was in being given the opportunity to construct a smaller windmill in his school to show his school students the basic understanding of science. But an even more important moment in William's career was when some officials from the government's teacher training activity were inspecting the library at Wimbe Primary and noticed William's second windmill in the schoolyard. This led to a higher official named Dr. Hartford McCazane driving all the way to William's home to see William's invention. Dr. McCazane, after hearing William's story on how he built the windmill, was greatly impressed by his innovation and decided that the whole world needed to know about William. So, he brought in several reporters from various news channels and made William's potential and talent be aired on television. After this, using his new gained popularity, William decided to upgrade his original windmill. After noticing that a big tree behind his house was blocking most of the wind that his windmill could have gotten, he realized that he needed to increase the height of the windmill. So, William's father went to the head of the tobacco estate and managed to help William obtain several metal poles to use to increase the windmill's height. This almost doubled the amount of energy the windmill was generating. Moving on to one of the greatest turning points in William's life, and through a lot of people, William managed to land a spot in the TED Global Conference, which meant Technology, Entertainment and Design, which was an annual meeting where scientists and innovators got together and shared their ideas with each other. On his journey to attend the conference, William experienced many new things, such as traveling to a different country for the first time, and that too by plane. An even greater surprise was given to William when Dr. McCazame managed to enroll William in a new school called Medici Secondary. After being a school dropout all these years due to a lack of money, William was finally going to school again. After some time, William finally made it to TED in Arusha, Tanzania. This is where William discovered most of the technological wonders of the current world, such as laptops and even Google, which is something we consider common nowadays, through a person called Tom. Now, the time finally came for William to talk on stage. Although he was tense, he tried his best to remain calm and gave it his all. Although William expected to be made fun of with how bad his spoken English was, people were actually standing and cheering. Not only that, some people were even crying, and William was not afraid to talk anymore. Also, seeing the background that William came from, Tom offered to provide help and sent workers to his village to dig trenches for William's wiring, and also provided his family with facilities like clean drinking water, mattresses, medicines, and many more. He even installed solar panels on his roof to provide electricity when there wasn't any wind. Not only that, nowadays every home in William's village has solar panels to power their lights. William also finally managed to repay Gilbert for all the help he had given to William in his journey. Several years before, Gilbert's father had died, making Gilbert drop out of school due to a lack of money. So, William helped Gilbert, Geoffrey and many of his cousins rejoin school. He also drilled a borehole in his home which allowed them to get enough water to harvest maize 2 times a year. And then in December 2007, William went to the United States to see see the windmills of California, just like the ones he saw in his textbook named Using Energy. After he arrived at the windmill farm Palm Springs, he saw the 200-foot tall version of what had changed his life all those days ago during the famine. If you want to make it, all you have to do is try.